Hello everyone, I am Yuta Miyakoshi. For those of you in Europe, what I am about to tell you will be a very strange story. In Europe, acquiring the colony may have meant increasing the number of slaves in the country. However, it may be hard to believe, but Japan has no history of slavery in the first place. However, in the world in which Japan won the Sino-Japanese War, and in the historical context of the 19th century, the Western-centered world at the time when Japan acquired Taiwan, it was very meaningful for Japan to have Taiwan ceded from the mainland. However, even though Taiwan was originally a foreign country, Japan did not, to a certain extent, subjected to slavery. This was the polar opposite of Russian rule. In the end, Japan took care of Taiwanese not as slaves, but as family, as adopted children. Japan provided Taiwan with measures for the civilian life. In terms of hygiene, infrastructure, education, etc. In reality, Taiwan was the most backward region in the world at that time. At least at that time, for Japan, economically, it was a hindrance, but there was no benefit at all. When Japan acquired Taiwan, it only gained the Southern Sea area, which was the most shackling geopolitically for Japan. However, it is true that by acquiring Taiwan, those concerns were resolved. Taiwan was, and still is, a major agricultural region. This is why Japan initially tried to revive Taiwan as an agricultural region. And this plan was a brilliant success. Japan built innovative dams in central Taiwan, which are still functioning well today. In addition, these irrigation projects have made Taiwan a major producer of not only rice, but also sugar. At its peak, Taiwan's sugar production was the third largest in the world. Before the modern era, sugar was a very valuable commodity in Japan. However, by continuing to invest in Taiwan's sugar farming, Japan finally urged sugar becoming an everyday commodity, not a valuable commodity. This is why Japanese cuisine today is generally sweet. Japan also got involved in the ethnic issues in Taiwan. Taiwan has a history of different ethnic origins. Even among the Han people, there were differences in languages depending on their origin. Furthermore, the indigenous people originally had a connection with the Austronesian people. Even on this small island, there was a problem of how to resolve the ethnic issues. The problem that Japan laid out was simple. It was to promote Japanese as an official language without daring to govern the languages that were divided among the various ethnic groups in a unified manner, while keeping them separate among the ethnic groups. Japanese did not crush the local languages of Taiwan, but left them as they were, and developed a language infrastructure as a common language. Therefore, even now, the older generation is in an environment where Japanese is understood, regardless of the differences between the various ethnic groups in Taiwan. Such small experiences may be useful in the future, ruled by former Russia. Until now, Russia has been constructed in Russia on the premise of crushing the various ethnic groups. This is different from the situation in Ukraine, where many generations will still speak Russian as they continue to fight fiercely against Russia. In the end, the language they speak is the enemy language, Russian, rather than the ethnic language, Ukrainian. This is fundamentally different from Japan's rule over Taiwan. Japan promoted Japanese as a common language, but never controlled the local language. As a result, schools were separated, or rather, Taiwan never had schools that covered the entire island. Schools for the children of Japanese settlers and schools for Taiwanese children were separated, but this was inevitable. At the time, I think it was significant that Japanese police officers not only maintained the security of the region, but also continued to exist as a kind of educational institution. Japan's rule bore fruit, and Taiwan developed greatly after that. Today, there is no other country in Asia that can bring together and invite such European delegations, second only to Tokyo. Japan certainly lost the Second World War, but the families we have nurtured with care are now growing up, healthy and strong. This is a true example of Japan's contribution to world history. If possible, I would like to see the next generation of countries emerge, not just in Tokyo and Taipei, but in Asia. If this can be achieved, Japan can be said to be a country that can truly work for justice in the world. Right now, Russia is showing its true colors and wreaking havoc on the Ukrainian front. We are really worried that we cannot do anything directly to punish it. If possible, I would like to defeat Russia with my own hands. It is regrettable that I cannot do that. But I wonder if we can find a solution by talking with each country like this. I don't think there is any future for Russia. It will surely collapse. However, I wonder if a country like Taiwan will be born in the former Russian-controlled territories in the future. Now, Taiwan is one of the most developed countries in the world. I am sure that nations of Northern Eurasia also have potential to become highly developed countries. What we need to take reality. In the past, Japan built a base of nowadays Taiwan development. Now, liberal democratic states of Europe, North America, and Japan can support new states of Northern Eurasia and build the base of their development. If we can do it, we can make Northern Eurasia the area of prosperity, development, and democracy. Former Russian republics rise up. Taiwan is an example for you. Thank you for your listening.